following presentation is paid for by the Casual Adult Gamers, NFL 37, and your Tampa Bay Bandits. Hello, guys. Welcome to Week 1 of the wrap-up show of CAG 37. Before we'd like to get to tonight's game, I'd like to give a special shout-out to my fellow Casual Adult Gamers members for giving their scores, and we'll get our last topic will be the game of the week, and I will provide a link of how we're going to do next week's game of the week. I'm doing it by votes, and I chose 3 games that looks like they could be a dandy. Until then, I would like to get to the scores. We'd first like to start out with the CAG 36 playoffs. 3 of the 4 are finals. The Bears-Patriots game, the 4-1 matchup has not been played yet. It should be, I believe, played tonight. So we'll have that final for you in the next week's show. But I will give you the finals I do have by now. Okay, we'd first start out with the CAG North. The 3-seed Ravens travel to the frozen tundra, Lambeau Field, and the Packers wind up winning that game 35-21 over the Baltimore Ravens. Okay, in the CAG South, I got both finals, and the winner of the Dazzo 47 Vertigo game tonight will play the younger Dazzo in the CAG North final. But the CAG South has been determined, the semifinals. And the scores were, okay, the 3-2, well, actually, I'm going to start with the 4-1 matchup. The Redskins traveled to Arrowhead Stadium to meet the Chiefs. And the Chiefs defeat the Redskins by the score of 35-0. So congratulations to P-Cat Magoo as he travels to, actually gets to host next week's game of the winner in the 3-2 matchup. And an absolutely stunning upset. Congratulations to Dr. Sim as he knocks off the Dallas Cowboys in a defensive battle. The Cowboys win the game 9-6. As you know, it was a major blowout last week. But as we say, anything can happen in the Casual Adult Gamers. Okay, now let's get to the Week 1 scores. Our game of the week this week is the Broncos and the Broncos and the Redskins. Forgive me. I don't know. That was this week's score, Ravens. But let's first start with the non-game of the week scores. In the debut of King Havo, the 49ers NTQ 03, 28, Bills, King Havo 7. Okay, the Chiefs and the Rams, that is P-Cat and Lust for Souls. The Chiefs 37, the Rams 14. In my game, as you know, already know the final. I already posted the wrap-up earlier on my YouTube channel. It was Dazzo 47 to me. The Bears defeated the Bucks 28-0. So congratulations to Dazzo 47. Okay, and by a small margin, this could easily have been game of the week. I chose Redskins because of actually Destro's contribute for this season. That's why I chose him for the game of the week. But this could have easily went to the game of the week. Actually, a couple of these could have went. The Packers, Dazzo 777, and 56 as a person, by the way, not a score. It was the Packers 10, the Falcons 7. And a matchup, the defense decided to stay at home, literally, or had too much Christmas ham leftovers or ham sandwiches. The user pick and playmaker Porter, the Colts 42 and the Eagles 35. I was a final. And I actually got a couple more. Well, actually, the Dr. Simmons Vertigo, Cowboys and Patriots, Showtime's Chargers, and T-Pack Bengals, Seahawks, San Antonio Corky at Cardinals have not been played. Guys, if you want to get your game announced on my show, you've got to play your games. Those are 3 TBAs. I will try, if those do go finals, I will do it in my next week's broadcast or so on. But here is the final on the Run and Shoot's Ravens score, and this was actually the debut game, played live on Twitch. It was the Raiders 24, TG Speaks Ravens 11. And our game of the week, and I'm actually going to give, instead of a, what you call a score, I'm actually going to read the little debut thing. In a hard-fought football game, the Broncos were able to beat a tough Redskins team 14-10. Denver's defense had to step up as Peyton Manning threw 3 interceptions. C.J. Anderson, game MVP, had a nice racking of 53 yards and a touchdown. And as I will on my game of the week, I will give the stats. Denver had 268 and the Redskins only had 88 yards. Total yards allowed, passing yards. Denver 217, Washington 56. Rushing game was a little closer. Denver had 51, Washington had 32. QB rating, Peyton Manning had a 78.6, and the Redskins actually had a better QB rating. RG3 had an 83.8. So that's your stats for the games. Let's give it a little preview for next week. It'll be the Patriots actually hosting the Bears. Packers at Chiefs. Falcons at Colts. Bills at Buccaneers. Redskins at Cardinals. In a rivalry game, it'll be the Cowboys at the Eagles. The Raiders at the Chargers. Seahawks at 49ers. Rams at Bengals. And the Ravens at the Broncos. And guys, I'm going to tell you how to vote for next week's game of the week. I have 3 nominations. You can do so by PMing me on casual.gamers.com, or to our viewers, leave it in the comment box. You're allowed for 1 vote, and you may vote for your game. And instead of me, I will not be voting on the game of the week because I'm the host, and I'd be voting for my game. But guys, any game of the week, our 3 nominees this week, as I determine every week, this week will be either the Bears at the Patriots, the Packers at the Chiefs, or the Buccaneers and the Bills. One of those will be the game of the week, and I'll try to get them mixed up unless a scheduled conflict comes by. But if you're picked by the game of the week and your game has not been played, the second highest votes and so onward will be the game of the week. And so on. So leave your comments, and we'll try to improve the show later on. Also, later on tap this week, the Tampa Bay Bandits have been hexed. We'll try to get some highlights in for y'all. Also, the Bucks are in action this week against the Bills. It's predetermined for a 9:30 p.m. Thursday night kickoff in Tampa Bay. And not to spoil anything, the game will be very meaningful towards the CAG South standings. And I'm not gonna say the reason why, but most of y'all CAG viewers already know. But it could be a very meaningful battle as the Buffalo Bills travel to Raymond James Stadium to meet my Buccaneers. But this has been your CAG 37 Week 1 wrap-up. If you enjoy the show, like, comment, subscribe, leave your ideas also. And until then, this is Rebel Rouser 1988 signing off. And I'll see you next week for another edition of the CAG 37 Weekly Wrap-Up. Until then, y'all have a great night. Peace out. The following presentation has been paid for by the Casual Adult Gamers, NFL 37, and your Tampa Bay Bandits. Have a great night, ladies and gentlemen, and stay tuned for next week's show. Thank you. Bye-bye.